The night sky, a vast canvas of darkness, splattered with the brilliance of a million stars. We gaze up, mesmerized by their distant twinkle, unaware of the truth that dances just beyond our vision. For those fleeting streaks of light, those falling stars we imbue with wishes, are not celestial bodies at all. They are something far more sinister. They are demons, cast out from the heavens, their celestial forms corrupted and burning. They plummet towards earth. Each streak of light is a demon, its essence consumed by the friction of its descent. They fall, not in defiance but in exhaustion, their once glorious forms reduced to cinders scattered across the cosmos. The ancients knew this truth. They whispered of fallen angels, of demons banished from the divine realm. These stories, passed down through generations, hold a chilling resonance, a glimpse into the hidden reality of the universe. And as the stars rain down, we remain oblivious, lost in our own fleeting desires. But the demons are real, and they are here. King Solomon, wise beyond measure, once spoke with the demon Orneas. This encounter was not just a mere conversation, but a profound exchange of knowledge and power. Solomon, known for his unparalleled wisdom, sought to understand the mysteries of the universe, and Orneas, a demon of great might, held the keys to some of these secrets. Orneas, a creature of immense power, revealed to Solomon the secrets of the fallen ones. These were not just any secrets, but the dark truths of beings cast out from the heavens. Beings who once stood in the light, but were now shrouded in darkness. He spoke of their envy, their rage, their insatiable hunger for the world they could never have. These emotions were not just fleeting feelings, but deep-seated desires that drove them to influence and corrupt the mortal realm. Solomon, privy to the whispers of demons, understood the danger they posed. He knew that these beings, though powerful, were also bound by certain rules and could be controlled if one had the knowledge and wisdom to do so. Centuries later, the Prophet Muhammad spoke of angels and jinn, fiery beings created from smokeless fire. These beings, though different from the fallen angels, shared similar traits of power and influence over the human world. He warned of their deceptive nature, their ability to tempt and corrupt. The jinn, with their fiery essence, could easily sway the hearts and minds of humans, leading them astray from the path of righteousness. The jinn, like the fallen angels before them, craved the warmth of the human soul, the taste of mortal desire. They were drawn to the very essence of humanity, seeking to feed off the emotions and desires that made humans unique. These ancient tales, dismissed as myth and legend, hold a terrifying truth. They're not just stories, but warnings passed down through generations, cautioning us about the unseen forces that lurk in the shadows. The demons are not confined to dusty scriptures and whispered folklore. They have adapted and evolved, blending seamlessly into the modern world, hiding in plain sight among us. They walk among us, hidden in plain sight. In the hustle and bustle of our daily lives, we often overlook the subtle signs of their presence, mistaking them for mere shadows or fleeting glimpses. And as we gaze at the falling stars, we unknowingly invite their attention. These celestial events, while beautiful, serve as beacons to the dark entities that watch from the fringes of our reality. For every wish whispered upon a falling star is a beacon, a siren call to the darkness that lurks just beyond the veil of our reality. These wishes, filled with hope and desire, attract the very beings we seek to avoid, drawing them closer to our world.
Laura and Rocket, young and in love, lay on a blanket beneath the summer sky. The air was warm, filled with the scent of blooming flowers and the soft hum of crickets. They felt the world around them fade away, leaving just the two of them and the infinite expanse of the universe above. A meteor shower, a celestial display of breathtaking beauty, unfolded above them. The sky seemed to come alive with streaks of light, each meteor a fleeting moment of wonder. It was as if the heavens were putting on a show just for them, a private performance in the grand theater of the cosmos. Each falling star, a streak of silver against the velvet black, drew gasps of wonder from their lips. They watched in awe, their hearts beating in sync with the rhythm of the universe. Every streak of light was a reminder of the magic that existed in the world, a magic that they were lucky enough to witness together. "Make a wish," Laura whispered, her hand intertwined with Rocket's. Her voice was soft, almost lost in the vastness of the night, but it carried a weight of hope and dreams. They both knew that wishes made under a meteor shower were special, imbued with the power of the stars themselves. Rocket closed his eyes, his heart filled with the warmth of their love and the wonder of the night. He could feel the energy of the universe coursing through him, a connection to something greater than himself. In that moment, he felt invincible, as if anything was possible. He wished for a future with Laura, a life filled with happiness and shared dreams. He imagined a life where they would always be together, facing whatever challenges came their way with love and determination. It was a simple wish, but to him it meant everything. A simple wish, pure and heartfelt. It was a wish born out of love and hope, a desire for a future that was bright and full of promise. Rocket believed in the power of his wish, in the magic of the night and the stars above. But even innocent desires can have unforeseen consequences. The night sky, once so clear and full of promise, began to change. Dark clouds started to form, casting ominous shadows over the landscape. It was as if the universe itself was responding to Rocket's wish, but not in the way he had hoped, for in the unseen realm, the demons stirred. These ancient beings, ever watchful and hungry for power, sensed the longing in Rocket's heart. They thrived on human desires, using them as a gateway to enter the mortal world and wreak havoc. They sensed the longing in Rocket's heart, the vulnerability of his exposed soul. His wish, so pure and heartfelt, was like a beacon to them, drawing them closer. They could feel the strength of his emotions, the depth of his love for Laura, and they knew they could use it to their advantage. And as the last embers of the falling star faded, a plan began to form, a scheme as old as time itself. The demons, ever cunning and manipulative, saw an opportunity to exploit Rocket's wish. They would twist his desire for happiness into something dark and sinister, turning his dream into a nightmare. The demons, ever hungry for power, sought to exploit the connection between wishes and falling stars. They knew that humans, in their moments of vulnerability, would do anything to make their dreams come true, and they were more than willing to offer a deal, a bargain that would come at a terrible cost. They would offer a chance for dreams to come true, a bargain whispered on the wind, a temptation disguised as a blessing. The demons knew how to play on human emotions, how to make their offers seem irresistible. They would promise Rocket everything he desired, but in return, they would take something far more valuable. And in their pursuit of human desires, they would unleash a darkness that threatened to consume the world. The demons' true goal was not just to grant wishes, but to spread their influence and power. They would use Rocket's wish as a catalyst, a way to open the door to their realm and bring chaos to the mortal world. The night, once filled with hope and wonder, now held the promise of something far more sinister.
From the shadowed depths of Ramanssh, a realm existing just beyond the periphery of human perception, emerged two figures.
Lilith and Nadiaya, creatures of ethereal beauty and ancient power, stepped onto the earthly plane.
Their arrival was marked by a sudden chill in the air, a whisper of unease that sent shivers down the spines of those who unknowingly crossed their path.
Lilith, with her raven hair and eyes like smoldering embers, possessed a captivating aura, a seductive allure that belied her true nature.
Nadiaya, her skin as pale as moonlight, moved with a grace that seemed almost otherworldly. Her eyes, the color of storm clouds, held a depth that hinted at ancient knowledge and a power beyond human comprehension.
They had come to Earth with a purpose, a mission ordained by forces far older and more sinister than humanity could comprehend. Their target, the very essence of human desire, the raw, untamed energy that fueled the cycle of wishes and falling stars. Lilith and Nadiaya sought out Allison, a demon who resided in the shadowed corners of the human world. They had heard whispers of her dark powers and knew she was their only hope. Allison, known for her ability to grant wishes in exchange for a terrible price, held the key to their plan. Her reputation preceded her, a being who could twist fate with a mere whisper.
We need your help. Our desires are beyond the reach of ordinary means.
Lilith said, her voice a silken whisper that sent chills down Allison's spine. The air seemed to grow colder, the shadows deeper. Allison, her form shifting and shimmering in the dim light, regarded them with suspicion. She had seen many come to her with desperate pleas, but these two were different.
What do you offer in return? She asked, her curiosity piqued, but her caution unwavering.
She rasped, her voice like the scraping of stone on bone. The sound was almost unbearable, a reminder of the cost of dealing with such dark forces.
We offer you the means to enhance your power, a gift that will make you unstoppable.
Nadia said, her voice as smooth and cold as polished ice. Her words were calculated, each one chosen to entice and ensnare.
We can help you collect the essence of human desire, the very thing that fuels your magic. Imagine the power you could wield with such a resource.
Alison's interest was piqued. She had long sought a way to increase her power, to extend her influence over the mortal realm. The offer was tempting, almost too good to be true. She'd spent centuries searching for ancient texts and forbidden spells, always looking for that one thing that would give her the edge she needed.
Tell me more. She leaned in, her eyes gleaming with a mixture of greed and curiosity.
She hissed, her eyes gleaming with avarice. And so, the pact was struck. The air crackled with dark energy as the agreement was sealed. Alison, seduced by the promise of power, agreed to help Lilith and Nadia exploit the connection between wishes and falling stars. She saw the potential to harness the raw, untamed energy of human desire. She would offer a chance for dreams to come true, a bargain whispered in the shadows, a temptation disguised as a gift. Each wish granted would come at a cost, a price that few would be willing to pay if they knew the truth. But the price for such wishes would be steep, paid in the currency of souls and the very essence of what made humanity human. The true cost of beauty and desire was far greater than anyone could imagine. As the pact took hold, Alison felt a surge of power unlike anything she had ever experienced. But with it came a haunting realization of the darkness she had embraced, and so, with a final glance at the two women who had set this chain of events in motion, Alison disappeared into the shadows, her path now intertwined with the fate of countless souls. The night sky, filled with twinkling stars, seemed to hold its breath, as if aware of the dark bargain that had just been struck. The price of beauty, it seemed, was far more than anyone could ever truly fathom.